Good Monday morning. Welcome to Drive Time weekend in the books. A little bad weather there Saturday night. Hope everybody made it out okay. Strong winds in our area for sure. The center field fence at the high school on the baseball field is on the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ended up being a beautiful day yesterday after the weather came through and cleared. But yeah, the center field fence up at the Cruise, a section of it is laying on the ground. But I saw a lot of big limbs, and you could tell evidently I did a wonderful job of sleeping through it. But strong winds Saturday night for sure, with a lot of rain.
I saw some pictures of I guess it was Troy that I think Ashley Morris had put up of mobile home park up there that looked like it took some damage, pretty heavy damage.
I didn't see that.
I don't know if it was straight line winds or tornadoes or just what. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. Sherry Weaver said the intro kills her ears. Hey, I think it's a good wake up call. OG, that's what that is. Good wake up call. Anyway, good morning, Dirty 30. And what's happening with you, DJ?
8 clues out, and the only thing that I'm somewhat certain of is it's not in J. The egg, that is.
I think we put that out in a clue, didn't we? I mean,
I think that came out in the last one.
Yeah, I'm about 100. We did that, so I'm pretty sure it's not there. I would say that, being that I wrote the clue that said that. So.
I'm not going to look hard there. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So how about that? Good morning from the Windy City, Orange Beach, Alabama. Freezing my buzz off, so keep the laughs coming. Well, yeah, it is. I'll guarantee you it's windy down on that beach. Ooh. Could you imagine? Easter weekend coming up.
Is it this weekend?
I believe it is.
Easter Sunday is this coming up Sunday?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I'm getting a message from our on-the-spot reporter here at Pork Chop telling me that Wolf Creek Lodge had to evacuate campers this morning at 4 a.m. How about that?
This morning?
That's what he said.
Why would that be, I wonder?
Flood. Waters.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I think they said 3.5 inches of rain Saturday night in some areas.
I don't doubt it. Did we get a lot of rain here? I mean, I'm like you. I think I kind of
I got up. You could tell that it had been substantial. Yes, I mean it was soaked at my house.
So we did get some then.
Oh yeah.
I knew we got some wind. I could tell that we had gotten some wind.
Of course, a lot of it's indicative of what you get north, but the creeks were full.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of the creeks being full, a lot of great pictures over the weekend of people out.
Yeah, there
hunting.
was.
I really enjoy seeing those pictures. Some really neat places around here that I never knew existed. Never.
Cool, Pig. I've enjoyed the pictures. I have.
Yeah. I mean, now I'll tell you what I haven't enjoyed was seeing all the snakes. Man, they have been out in full force. I'm talking about. But good gracious.
There's a little something in my crawl that I need to deal with before I can really move forward.
Okay.
I'm not going to be right until I do.
Okay.
And we've talked about this before. I think the overwhelming majority, the 99.9%, understand what this is about, understand the essence of it, the nature of it. They enjoy it. We all have fun together, the fellowship and everything that goes along with it. But you always have those few that try to make it something that it's not, that try to taint it. They try to stain it. They try to create negativity. And I'll be honest with you, it's easy to say we're going to disregard it and you just don't pay any attention, but it pisses me off. There has been some people who don't really represent anybody or they're not really a piece of the puzzle, so to speak, that have indicated, and I'm going to try to look at the camera. I don't know where to look to make it look at the screen.
Right there.
I look at that one. There have been people that have indicated that this money is not out, and I find that offensive. That's a direct slander at Ken and I, Bossman Productions. We have never done anything. We've never been a part of a project that was not above board and did not have our community's best interest at heart. So for those of you that are frustrated with the hunt or just hate to see people have a good time, just disappear. Don't play. I could care less. But don't come at me. Don't come at us with crap like that. That's all I'm going to say about it. Well, if I say anything else, I'm going to probably having to come back and retract some things and offer apologies. But it pisses me off.
I think that's a great point. And, you know, I would think that we have a track record that speaks a little higher than that, you know, as far as, you know, to do something like that. Number one, what benefit would it do us? I mean, think about it. We don't keep a dime of any of this. We don't keep a prize, albeit there's been some great prizes we've talked about keeping. Not that we would. I mean, we joke about that, but, you know, I can't lie to you. That bread last year was very tempting.
So we ate a loaf.
I mean, that was tough, but, this year, I don't think you'd be able to partake of it. I'll tell you this too, and not trying to change the subject, but I will. I happened to come across a memory video last night of from 2016 where I did "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yeah,
and it was about T-Bone not ever releasing the Legend of Bellevue, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. You have lost, and I'm not just trying to tell you this. But if you hadn't lost 50 pounds since then, a band would jump out of my singing Who'd Have Thought It.
I'm down.
I mean, seriously. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know what you weighed back then. Okay.
I was in the 240-ish range.
Is that the highest you've been? Well, I can tell you this, looking at you now versus looking at you on that video, and what it is some clips of you during the Desperately Seeking Tony the Tiger expose that we did, and, you know, a couple other things. But, man, I'll tell you what, just like Tippy Wagner, if anybody don't believe that you can still eat and not be hungry and do this and still cut the calories and cut the waist size and all that kind of thing, all you need to do is go back and look a couple of years ago at DJ. You know, that's all you got to do.
I ate at Winsel's this weekend.
There you go. There you go.
You can't help but eat pretty good. If you go,
was it good?
Hell, it was delicious.
That one that you went to is my favorite. I like that place.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
I had bacon wrapped scallops grilled and some oysters. Raw oysters.
Well, you know, I don't think. I mean, it's bacon wrapped scallops. I don't.
That's
think
fine. That was.
I was going to say that's probably okay.
Probably the only thing I had that I probably didn't need to have with the crackers that I put the oysters on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, that's kind of hard to do. Not to do. You know. I will tell you this. I saw somebody had a picture of maybe it was a special or something at Gather over the weekend that they posted up. And I don't know what it was, but I know how much eating I could have done on it. It looked like it was delicious, and I have no idea what it was. But Gather, if any of you are watching or happen to see this, we'd love to come down and not that you need us to help spread y'all's word at all, but we'd love to come down and eat some of that food.
Yes, we would.
Man, it looked good. Real good, as a matter of fact. So, anyway, you know, yeah. And I want to say this too, going back to what you were just talking about. We're not talking to the 99.95% of the people that are in watching this show every day. We're not talking to you guys, you know, but for anybody that would think that we would do or be a part of something like that, I really don't know what else to say about that. You know what I mean? We just wouldn't do it. But, hey, if you don't, like you said, the admission was free. So if you don't like it, you can go on back to the house, and what have you lost? You know, except your ability to come in this group and gripe and whine and complain and moan, because you won't do it in this one. You know, no. You might have one chance to. That's going to be your one and only.
You know, I try not to let that stuff bother me, but it got my craw a little bit yesterday, and I had to say something. Sorry.
I want to say this too. I see Kelly Webb in. Kelly and Mike had a celebrated anniversary here recently. I saw a post that
happy anniversary
put up, and I can't remember. Was it 23 or 27 years? I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe I'm trying to be too, too whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, y'all should bring some samples, Gather. I'm with you, Sherry. That's for sure. The chicken tacos out of this world good. I hadn't had those. I've had a steak and I've had a special that was some sort of fish and some sort of sauce on it that was great. I've never had a bad meal in there, that's for sure. So anyway, had a big time over the weekend, and Clue number 8 came out Friday night, and it seemed like people were dashing and getting it done. But I think you kind of put a little PSA out there, make sure everybody got home safe and that kind of deal, because that bad weather was coming. Certainly didn't need to be out looking for cash doing that.
No.
Good morning, Tiffany White. Tiffany, my cousin, her and Scotty, they recently celebrated an anniversary. I want to say within the last week or so. So 22 years. There you go. That on Kelly and Mike. But anyhow, so I don't know what you did over the weekend, but I can tell you that I came down here trying to figure out a better way to do this scroller live on the fly, and I ain't come up with anything yet. I want to be able to change it like live, and I just ain't been able to come up with anything yet. And I've also been trying to work on like a tote board, like, we talked about like the old school telethon thing. Yeah. But man, I can't find one of those either. Good morning, Larry Murphy. I've been out of pocket for a while. Everything's good. Well,
I can tell you what I did yesterday.
Did you get some sleep in?
I watched Tiger Woods win the Masters. That was amazing. Whether you're a Tiger Woods fan or not, whether you're a fan of golf or not, there's something empowering about redemption and his story. I mean, to see him grab his son coming off the 18th green, and then they put up the little side picture of his dad grabbing him back in '97 when he won that tournament for the first time. If that didn't move you a little bit, stir some emotions up in you, I'm not sure how you're wired.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a touching moment for sure. No doubt. So, Joey's DJ looks like he's enjoying that water. He does enjoy that water.
I sure do.
I would say.
Right out of the spring. It's fresh. It's a fresh batch.
Good morning, Sargy. Did Sargy send you a text Friday night?
I don't know. Did she?
Well, she sent me one. I'm just going to leave it at that. Obviously, you didn't get it, because if you had you'd have said, yes, I got it.
I don't guess I did.
Well, you would have. You would have said for sure you got it if you had have. So, I seen Amy Bible. I think she said up there a while ago she was going to be painting at the zoo here maybe this weekend. I'm not sure.
Is there a zoo coming to town?
I think maybe she may be talking about the one in Gulf Breeze. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
If I'm wrong, let us know, Amy. Yeah, Kona Ice today, of course, I think the high is supposed to be like 75. But Kona Ice is going to be at Peach Chevrolet from 11:30 to 12:30, and Peach Ford from 1 to 2. So come on by and get some Kona Ice. Admission is free. Pull up a chair and sit on the floor.
Sherry, thank you for bringing that up. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night at the Whataburger, they're having that Oh What a Night. The W.S. Neal Band is going to be up there, and I think some of the proceeds from the sales during that late afternoon, early evening go towards them. So if you haven't made dinner plans for tomorrow night, try to work Whataburger into the rotation.
Yeah, we certainly need it. So what are they doing? They like whatever they sell during that time, the proceeds are going to go to the band. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Did you see Brent's comment? Well, Brent, when you're there for 8 years, you can be. That's 8 composites that you're on. Pre-law.
Winning.
8 years of college. Damn.
Winning.
Listen, man, that's 8 years that you can't buy that kind of wisdom. It reminds me of the dude from How High. You remember that? Yeah, movie with Red Man, Method Man. But anyway, there's this guy that's like a full-time student. He's been there for like 12 years.
I did get the text from Sarge U.
Okay.
It just kind of, but let's move on. I've gotten that one before.
I have too, but what I was saying is,
I did. Yeah.
Like I get a text, I pull my phone out and I look, and it's that, and I'm like, I look over at her, and I'm like,
yeah.
Anyway, left wing named after you.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, Brandy, must be some on your end. Is everything's looking good on ours. The Publican is a great watering hole on Ridgely Street in Atmore, Alabama. So
good coffee.
Yeah, real good.
Good people too.
Yeah, no doubt. So if you're looking for a good place to go and have a cup of coffee after work or what have you, it's a great place to do that. So go check it out.
I'll tell you something else I shared over the weekend, and I knew that she was having a phenomenal senior season, but when you put her numbers down and you can actually look at them, the post about Mary Michael Burnham going to be up for Player of the Year consideration, and sir,
golly. I'm
going to give it to her. Just go ahead and slide it right and say, Mary Michael, this is for yours. Now we're going to get a big second place trophy because there's 15 people that are in the running for that.
Yeah, I mean, is there any competition?
Golly.
I mean, really?
What a year. What a career.
I mean, I don't know there's any competition, is it?
Her mother was a heck of an athlete.
Gail Kurt says splash. Splash by to my either I didn't see it or I don't. Have you seen a splash?
I hadn't seen one. I did see a post about Tony's team for the mud run. I think after 5 days, he's got 2 people signed up. So Kayla, if you're wanting to sign up with him, he would love to have some company.
Kayla said Tony splashed the pot again. I don't see where Tony.
He is putting in money towards for each. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Every no-hitter.
Every no-hitter, and I think she's at 3, I think.
Yeah.
So he's like at $150, and she's pitching again tonight. That's what it is.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
He's hoping that he would have to put another 50 in tonight because she is pitching.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is.
Look at here. Now, here's a splash. Kevin Sigler. Sonic and Atmore, 10 free meals.
How about that?
Boom.
I
am getting that.
Love the Sonic. I mean, my daughter would eat tater tots from the Sonic every night of the week if she had the chance to. There you go. Thank you, Jesse James. I see that now. Let's see.
And the winner's going to eat good. The winner's going to eat real good. Thank you, Kevin. 10 free meals. Sonic and Atmore. That's awesome.
Yeah, how about that? Look at there. Burnham's still signing people up for his team.
That's 3.
Yeah. Saturday, April 27th, announcement. Open house day in Bruton, sponsored by local Escambia County Realtors. Door prizes at different homes, courtesy of English Realty, Hines Realty, Hope Realty, PhD, and Son and Sandal Properties. Y'all come out 9 to 1, Saturday, April 27th. So y'all go check that out. Actually, I'm with you. I mean, the cash would be great, but man, I think I want the prize pack.
Prize pack's good.
I take the prize pack and like you told, what did you tell earlier? That cooler lot would be slightly used.
Yeah. It's gonna be, you keep having weather like this, there's gonna be a little sand in that one over there.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get it. We're gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
It's gonna break it in.
You're gonna get it. Daniel Hodge says he's down to run.
Already got Jacob Hodge over there. Brother, so
there you go.
There's another one.
Alan Howard, Gord. I like French fried taters.
Come on, man.
There's Squirrel in.
Good morning, Squirrel.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Dwayne Young said he's already on the winning team.
He is.
There you go. Sonic makes an amazing BLT, especially right before closing time. Well, there you go. Maybe you should hide 2 boxes next time, a cash one and the prize one. Well, that ain't a bad idea, Tisha. That's not a bad idea at all. You can't ever tell. I mean, this thing, that's a good thing about this hunt is this thing can evolve and take on a life of its own really just at any time. I mean, it can always do that kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying that we can go add something and change it the way it is right now because it's already hid and been hid, but we certainly can, like we did this year, we kind of had a better idea what was going to happen this year than we did last year. Last year was just caught by total and utter surprise. So, look at there. Big G, Gerald Thomas.
A banger, baby.
A banger.
He was a banger.
He and Willie Bob what'd they call him down at Alba? What was his name? The Gator?
Gatorback.
They put him out the first or second play of the game?
They didn't. Gerald did.
Okay, well.
The first play of the game.
Was it?
Put him, dropped him on the back of his head.
I thought it was Big G and Willie Bob. No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Big G dropped him on the back of his head.
Big G put him out. And this was a man that had been down there talking smack for a week.
Yeah.
About what he was going to do to the defense of T.R. Miller.
Yep.
Big G put him down. Big G was a full-grown man.
Full-grown man.
Yeah, he was. He was. No doubt. But look at that. I'm hiding in the bushes for the mud run to shoot the Kai team with a salt gun. Hey, that's good right there, Sherry.
Catch me outside.
We'll take
How about
it.
that?
We'll take it.
That's good. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take any help we can get. Went dashing at midnight last night. My husband thinks I'm crazy. I think 2 prizes next year, split cash and let them do a draft style pick on the prizes. That's not a bad idea either.
A lot of ways to go with it.
Yeah. You can do a lot of different things with that. That's for sure. So, but that's a great idea, Salt gun.
A lot of teams had 8A this weekend.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I watched some of Bama.
How'd they look?
I wasn't impressed.
Well, what's up, Brian Halsey?
They've got big problems at quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, their best one's at Oklahoma. Man, he looked good. Now, they played theirs on Friday night. Did you see him? Whoa. Whoa.
Man. The hammer puts lots of people out. Oh, Nicole Vonderoo Kennedy. I love that. That's a great post. And that's what this is all about, is people seeing things that you've never seen before and places. I love the pictures. Really cool pictures people posting up.
Yep. We got a big night coming up this Friday night.
We do.
Playoff baseball, F Camp at the Cruise playing the Tigers.
Wow.
That'll be a good little series. Best 2 out of 3. That should be a great crowd. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. Hopefully they can get the fence back up. And
I'm assuming, how many sections of it is down?
The
would
center
you say?
field section is on the ground.
Just the dead center field?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The fencing, not the post.
Yeah.
The fencing is on the ground.
Just turned loose.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We hadn't finalized our team name yet, Dwayne. Got a few things we're thinking about, but we'll try to get that tied together here in the next little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. They start crying. You got to do what you got to do, Nicole. You got to do what you got to do. That bug assault. How about that?
What's that?
Sherry said that bug assault will sting that. That's good. I never thought about that assault gun.
Yeah. Assault gun.
How about that? What if you sprayed people down with a whole can of Morton's as it was coming by? Reckon about another half a mile, they'd be dehydrated and couldn't walk. Hey, why don't we get on the water stations? I can post up at some of the water stations, and as the guys come by, I'll throw them bottles of water tainted with nothing but salt water.
That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
By the second water station, they're over there puking.
That'd be good.
Down.
Slow them down a little bit.
Or maybe put some eye drops in the water.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dirty, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that may be a little over the top.
I don't care. He would do it. Look what he did to his own daughter, making her stand there as he sat there.
Kane, that's actually kind of what we're leaning towards. I think we are going to be the Sex Panthers.
I don't think there's any other name.
And on the back of the shirt, it can say 60% of the time we win 100% of the time.
I don't think there's any other name. Is it?
I think that's what we'll go with.
I mean,
I think that's what we'll go with.
I just don't think that you can have any other name.
I think that's what we're going with. Sex Panthers.
I mean, really. I just don't think that you could. There is no other name. It's got to be that. Does it not?
Yeah. Jonathan. Dark.
I missed it. Let's see. I'm still. Oh, Tatiana's Red Room Runners.
Dark, man. I tell you.
I love that.
That guy.
Red Room Runners.
Can you imagine being alone in his head?
Can you imagine saying that fast?
Man. 4
or 5 times? Are you going to teach her how to say that?
We're going to start with da. That's
Russian for what?
Yes.
Okay.
She just needs to learn how to say da.
You ain't worried about anything else as long as she can say that.
If she can get that down, we'll be in good shape.
Well, I'm convinced that if there's anybody that can get her to get
Lord. Here we go. I'm telling you, man. Did you see Shannon Nice? Yeah.
69.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, some twisted people in this group.
I'll tell you what.
You said it best the other day, and I want to reiterate what you said. If you get kicked out of this group,
what does it say about you? Seriously, there have been some that have. When you get banned from this group, what does it say about you?
You need to back up and reevaluate yourself. Seriously.
The parameters are wide.
I mean, they really are. I mean, if you get banned out of this group, you really need to think about where you are in life.
I mean, really.
Because it takes a lot for that to happen. A lot. Now, there's about 3 things that'll get you gone real quick. The first one being, which everybody knows, you come in there saying you found the cash, you're out. That's not funny, and it's not funny to anybody in the group.
Right.
Number 2, you come in talking a bunch of smack to somebody in the group, you're out. And number 3, well, I think everybody knows what number 3 is. I don't even have to say it. So, some kind of special. That's right. DJ needs an Anchorman stash.
Butch has got that held out.
Yeah. Does he still have it? I thought somebody said he shaved it off.
Last time I saw it, there was some mustard and bologna caught up in it.
Oh, God. Jonathan, I'm not twisted. I just have a lot of fun with myself.
Dark. Just dark.
That's crazy, man. That's good. Crazy. That's good. What's the next word you going to teach Tatiana? She ought to be here this week, huh?
It's about a week out.
Okay.
I'll have to check my tracking information when I get back over to the office.
What's the next word you going to teach her?
Minya.
Okay, and
my name is.
Okay. So you studied up on this Russian.
That's my language. Minya zavut. My name is. And of course you plug in your name.
Okay. I thought you might want to teach her.
Wax on, wax off.
You can have her out there waxing the fusion.
Yeah.
Getting it ready to roll.
Yeah.
I mean, how about that? I found some cash, but not the prize, 4 nickels and a dime. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. How about a case quarter? Or a case of case quarters?
For what?
I mean, somebody said they found some quarters.
Oh, okay.
If they did find a quarter, would there be a case quarter?
Yeah.
Maybe. Number 3 is taking number 1 in DJ's milk jug.
Who said that?
Well, you know who said that. Captain Kai himself.
Jesus.
I mean, Jesus. But I want y'all to remember who you're playing for.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. Who is this?
Great. This is a courtesy call regarding your wireless plan.
Hey.
Yes, this is regarding the current line I'm calling to. There seems to be some unusual additional data charges on the account in the past week.
Who are you with?
Well, let me finish. Well, we wanted to give you a courtesy call to make you aware of this.
Who are you with? What
as of
company
right
you with?
now, there are $260 in data overages.
Who are you with?
Well, it seems like an extra 16 gigabytes were used outside of your limited plan.
What company are you with?
You should really be more aware of how much data you're using.
You need to shut up.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and charge this to the card on file. Is that okay?
No.
Well, look, I can take an extra $10 off if we can settle this now. Just give me the word.
No.
Great. Your final bill is $250. I'll just submit this then.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It's already processing.
That's okay. Process it.
Let me ask you this.
Winning.
Let me ask you this. We have all received those type of phone calls. What's the average length that somebody actually talks to a machine? Is it less than 2 seconds?
It'd have to be.
Who does that? I mean, who? I'm going to talk to the headmaster at Edgewood Academy, and on senior night, when they're recognizing Mary Michael,
They gotta play
I
that.
want this played.
It's gotta be
I
played.
want this played.
It's gotta be played.
It's just too good.
Process it.
Just process.
Process it.
No.
No. Process it.
You shut up. He told that machine, didn't he?
Put that man out of his misery.
Oh my God. That never gets old, man.
No,
that is just
it never
that's gold.
It never
That is gold.
that will never get old.
I cannot get over how long he talked to that machine.
I don't care what he ever says or what he ever posts or how much fun he thinks he's having. Nothing you ever do, Captain Kai, will ever top that.
What is the average length that somebody talks to somebody on in terms of time? What would you say this seriously?
You talking about a robocall?
Yeah.
I would think it'd have to be less than 5 seconds. I mean, the people would hang up because they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so, you know, how about that? Steve Layton, morning guy, tee it up, then process it. There you go.
God, man, that's just
Process it.
That's too good.
That is that's good, man. That is good. One thing I did want to mention, I think I may have mentioned this in a post over the weekend, but I want to mention this again. American Bloom, the judges are going to be coming in to the Dirty 30 sometime around June, and the Dash for Trash is coming back.
Great.
So for those of y'all that got out last time and participated and you know did and picked up a lot, there was a lot of trash picked up. I mean a lot. So for those of y'all that did that, get ready because that's coming back, and we're going to obviously we're going to have a dumpster set up and or two to put the trash in, and it's coming back. So get ready. And there will be some monetary gain for the one or ones who put the most trash in those dumpsters again. Last year, it was a young lady, Lexi, who did a fantastic job. I don't know how many bags of trash she put in there, but it was a running ton.
I was thinking it's like 30-something.
It was a pile. Yeah, I mean, it really was. So, you know, I think that set a great example last year for people. We saw a lot of people out on the side of the roads helping to pick up trash. And you know, this year already we've seen, I think it was Ty, and I don't want to get his last name wrong. I can't think of what his last name is right this second, but he was over at the Alco Park hunting the cache, saw some trash out there and just picked a bag up, started picking up trash. And he told that story on Drive Time on the page. And so, you know, listen, if we can use the Dash for Trash as a incentive for people to get out and pick up some trash, guess what? We are certainly ready to do that and want to be helpful there and be involved with that. So, you know, should be a big time. It always is. I thought it was a really neat thing to have going on last year. I was told by Connie B herself that the judges said they had never been to a town that was this clean ever. And that was due to the efforts of not only not up to, but including the street department and a lot of people with the city, a lot of volunteers. And obviously the Dash for Trash, I think, kind of helped people get out and made people aware that, don't just walk by it, pick it up, you know? I mean, that's just the way it is. So, if you see something like that, what does it hurt to, you know, I will tell this about you, and it's not a bad thing. I was actually impressed with it, but it's something that you are about. We were talking the other day, and you said, hey, let me call you right back. There's a guy broke down in the middle of the road. Let me get out and see if I can't help him. That's a rare thing this day and age. Most people don't stop to do that anymore because they never know who they're going to stop. And, you know, but you didn't even think about it. You just said, hey, let me jump out and see if I can't help this guy real quick. And,
well, I will say this. He was broke down on 31 and he was trying to get his car off the road.
Sure.
So when I got out, the guy behind me also got out, and he was probably getting out anyway.
Sure. But
you never know if you make the first step, how that may affect others as well. But yeah, it was, starting to rain just a little bit. And we were, you know, he was in a bad spot. We couldn't fix his car.
That's right.
You know, we weren't able to get his car going, but we did get him off the road and made a phone call to at least help him get on his way. But now there's a lot of good folks out there. A lot of them in this drive time family.
A lot of them in this drive
time family. And it's
Sheriff Jackson said it's Dispatcher Appreciation Week. We want to make sure to thank the ones who take the call and get the help headed your way. Thanks for putting that in there, Sheriff. And I tell you what, those are the forgotten ones, really.
Yeah.
If you think about it, those are the ones got to be calm when people on the other end aren't calm.
And they have to be able to interpret and kind of put a puzzle together.
That's
what's
right.
going on,
That's
so
right.
they can send the appropriate help.
That's right.
And get it there in a timely manner. So
and I don't think that they ever get enough credit. You know, certainly. I mean, it's not some. You know, when you think about law enforcement or the fire department or those folks, you think about the people that's actually out there, you know, taking the bullets, you know, so to speak. I don't mean that, but you know, you think about the guys out there doing the job or putting the fires out and that kind of thing. You don't think about those that are sitting there listening to somebody who is, you know, rightfully upset and, like you said, trying to decipher and put pieces of that puzzle together and make it all work. But they seem to do a really, really nice job with it.
You know, speaking of the sheriff, we had the little youth rally down at the Sportsman's Park Saturday that Women to Women hosted, and he brought down a couple of guys, a couple of his trustees to speak to the kids, and one of them is a local guy. I think most of the community knew him. We both certainly did, and I thought that was a very empowering talk that he gave those young people. I thought it was first class on his part to put himself out there like that.
It really was.
You walk out there in the orange jumper, that can't be easy. He owned everything that he had done to that point that had got him in the situation he's in. And it also makes it easier to pull for him and to cheer for him. And he seemed, you know, convicted in what he was saying. And he will pay his debt to society, and then he'll get, you know, reintegrated back in, and hopefully he'll make better decisions next time. But that was cool of the sheriff to do that.
You know, I like what the sheriff said about those guys as well. These aren't bad people.
Yeah. Made a bad decision.
They just made a bad decision, you know, or something, you know, and that was really that was good. And I'll tell you something else. It was pretty powerful as well. Was the mother that got up and spoke about the loss of her son. That was powerful. You know,
we've talked about them here before, and they're part of our drive time family. All the ladies that make up the Women to Women, they are always searching and trying to do things that help our different communities. Once again, like a lot of volunteer efforts across the way, they don't get paid anything to do that. You know, they set that day up on their time and try to schedule some things that make a positive impact in young people. And those efforts should be applauded all the time.
At the top of the mountain.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care who you are.
Yep.
You know, those ladies have been working to better our community and communities for what, 2 or 3 years now?
3 years, I believe.
3. Yep. So they've made a tremendous impact, especially around school time, when school starts back up every year, they have the school supply drive that we've been a part of. I think every year that they've done it.
I think that's right.
Matter of fact, you emceed the cakewalk this past year.
Sure
now,
did.
Answer. I want to ask this question about that, because I know how there are certain cakes that make you kind of get Beavis on, like, all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? How, when you know that that's a red velvet cake that's up for grabs, how did you sit there with a microphone and not go run and jump in the seat yourself? Well, I mean, I know you wanted to kick that little kid out of the way and do that. I mean,
it was the most physical musical chair game that I'd ever, witnessed. I mean, it was
people over getting rough.
It
wasn't
was physical.
It was.
There was people hitting the ground. I mean, it was what's the song? The bodies. I mean, it was physical. And I was playing a part of it. I was trying to, I don't know, but yeah, that was a physical.
I'm going to tell you what,
physical.
I was just amazed that you were able to keep your composure and keep your cool when I heard red velvet cake.
Not easy.
That was the next up. I was like, I can't believe DJ is not over there right in the middle of that.
Yeah. Wanted to be.
Well, you were in the middle of it, but you weren't in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I didn't bring a mouthpiece.
Wow. Look at that. JB put one on the ground.
He did. Now, she got up. But
winning.
Oh, man.
Physical game.
Beverly Sneed said her husband was a dispatcher for Jacksonville for 5 years. It's such a stressful job. You go from one call to the next and never know what tragedy is going to come through your headset next. Many of the calls he took would have most people sitting there. I'm going to tell you, I'm glad Sheriff brought that up, because there are a lot of unsung heroes in all of our communities.
Yes.
And I think those dispatchers are some of those unsung heroes. I put them in the same category with our teachers who teach our young children and older children 5 days a week.
Yep.
They are unsung heroes.
Sure.
Your mother obviously, was one, taught me American history. I'll never forget. She said, Ken, there ain't no way that you made that kind of grade on that test. I said, why is that, Miss Jen? She said, because you've been asleep for half the semester. I was like, well, I can't deny what you just said, but I'll be glad to take it again. And she said, no, that's fine. That's fine. I was always interested in history. So it wasn't that I was like sleeping on. She just thought that me back there with my head slumped in my, and my eyes closed. I was asleep.
Yeah.
I wasn't asleep. I was taking in what she was saying.
That's it.
That's right. So proven fact, it takes a team to make it work. Yes, it does. It really does. And, I'll say this again. Can't say enough about the dispatchers. You really can't. They go and don't get a lot of credit for what they do. So, K through 4 teachers for many years. Listen, a lot of unsung heroes. And that's a segment that I haven't told DJ about this. He might look at me like I'm crazy, but that's a segment of this show that we're going to start after the Dash for Cash. And maybe even during the Dash for Cash is a unsung hero, if you will, of the week. Here on Drive Time every week.
Yeah.
We're going to find the people that don't get the credit and don't want the credit. They don't do it for the credit. They do it for the love of their job and wanting to help people and that kind of thing. So, we're going to do that. And, also the podcast is back up. We're, not that we had been on, but we just hadn't posted anything up since, I don't know, end of last year. So podcast is back up. Got some new podcasts on the way. I think you guys are going to like them. So get ready. Firefighters, obviously, Joey, we certainly talk about them a lot. They are certainly, some of the unsung heroes of our communities and every community. So, let's talk about the Dash for Cash real quick. In a good way, in a good light.
Let me share this on
Absolutely.
with that. And of course, everybody sees the scroller going across, and we haven't made mention of it today. But we certainly try to each and every day. Pay attention to the scroller and see all the different entities and the municipalities and the people and the business owners that have contributed to this, because without those people, there is no Dash for Cash. When you see them in town, shake their hand, hug their neck. If you get an opportunity, go trade with them as you can. But without all these wonderful, wonderful people and businesses and entities, there is no Dash for Cash. And I don't think that we can thank them enough. I don't think we can.
No, we cannot. Jessica Rackard mentioned being a trucker's wife. And I want to tell you something about that. That's tough being a spouse of anyone who has to leave and do a job and come back home. That's tough on anyone. And, a lot of time the spouses of these unsung heroes don't get the credit that they deserve either. And I mean a husband or wife.
Yeah.
Because that can take a toll out of anybody. I couldn't be a teacher.
Right.
Not because I don't love kids or anything like that, but because of just, I'm one of these kind of people that, I want to help every kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would be I'd be broke because I'd be giving, what can I do for you?
Right.
And I wouldn't have no problem being that way. I'd love to be that way. So, Jesse James obviously been a teacher for, years, and she's helped, see a lot of kids through school. So,
Yep.
I as you did, you got to witness a lot of that firsthand as well. So that's all right. Sherry Weaver says she's been a trucker's wife for 19 years. Whew, 19 years. Tell you what we'll do. We'll kick over to the after party, and tomorrow we'll get back on these. We got started a little late this morning. We had some people drop by some things for us, and so we'll get back to
winning.
I didn't mean that. We'll get back to winning and doing other things, but we'll go through the sponsors tomorrow. We'll go. I say sponsors: the people that donated to the pot, the people that donated to the prize pot, all the splashers. We'll go through them all. Do your deal, DJ.
It's been a great Monday morning. We appreciate all of you being here with us. If you're going to be out and about the next couple of days, dashing for cash, I think the weather's going to cooperate. If you have some free time, get out and enjoy the outdoors. Take somebody with you. Enjoy it with them as well. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here and we'll do it all over again. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.